Hello, what is up everyone, it is Truth Reviews here and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys have had a fantastic week, fantastic day, a fantastic month. I hope you guys are doing fantastic and just overall doing great and staying safe. And today I'm going to be finally comparing Barbie and Oppenheimer with each other. Now this is a video that was supposed to come out a long time ago, but as my laptop broke I could not record it. But nonetheless, I am here now. But just before I continue this video, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my TikTok, TruthReviews117. Go follow that if you're not following it already, and please do subscribe right now, and if you don't like the video you can unsubscribe by the end of it. Thanks guys. So the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to Barbie and Oppenheimer is how they do as individual films on their own. You take away the fact that Barbie is about Barbie and the hype around that, you take away the fact that Oppenheimer is about Oppenheimer and about that, as individual films, from a plot, from a pacing, from a dialogue perspective, how do these films do? Starting off with Oppenheimer, I think the pacing for this film is completely unmatched and brilliant. Oppenheimer's pacing works so well because it's slow and fast paced. It's a very jumpy film, and that's what the best way to describe it really is. It jumps around. You see Oppenheimer when he's young, you see Oppenheimer when he's old, and it does jump around very successfully, and it's overall very good in doing that. And the pacing of each scene is very well done. Scenes never seem to drag on, scenes never seem to be too short, everything's explained, and overall the pace of Oppenheimer is very slow, which is good. This also allows for the story to be shown in a very cool and beautiful way, really getting in everything that needs to be told and everything that needs to be got into the film. Now Barbie, on the other hand, is a little bit different because Barbie's pacing, I would argue, is not that great. Now from a film perspective, Barbie does work for the most part, but overall from a film perspective, I would argue Barbie actually does worse. A lot of scenes just go on, and I mentioned this in my original review, but the Ken fight scene where the Kens are fighting each other and then it turns into a dance scene and then it turns into the Barbies watching them is probably the most overly long and stretched out scene in the entire film, and it's just not needed to be that long. It really isn't. So the pacing of Barbie is really strange. Most scenes are really short, which works really well, but then they'll chuck in a really random long scene which makes no sense, and as a film perspective it's really strange. Basic plot as well is something that really struggles when it comes to Barbie and not Oppenheimer. You see Oppenheimer, everything's explained well, you know where you are in the story, you know what's happening, whereas Barbie, it's so jumpy, it kind of feels really weird from a story point of view, and some plot aspects too. For example, I mentioned this in my original review of Barbie, how the fuck does Barbie manage to just waltz on into a school and just chill with this random girl? Why does this random girl's mum believe that this fully grown woman dressed as Barbie, claiming she's Barbie, is Barbie and not clinically ill like the most of us?
You wanna know how I got these scars?
So when it comes to an overall film standpoint, I'd give this point to Oppenheimer, because Barbie as a standalone film really doesn't have a lot there that pushes it above any other really standalone films. Let's now talk about rewatch value. What is the rewatch value in first rewatching Oppenheimer? Now, this is a rule with 3-hour films alone. The only 3-hour film I could see like people really rewatching and enjoying is Avengers Endgame, because it's, or the Batman, because it's like big, two massive blockbuster superhero films with so much hype. Oppenheimer is so slow paced that I don't know how much rewatch value there really is. Sure, you may enjoy a second rewatch, but a third, a fourth really isn't going to happen. Whereas Barbie, it's a lot shorter, it's a lot quicker, it's a lot more dumbed down. You could definitely rewatch Barbie 2 or 3 times and still have a good time, so I'm giving this point to Barbie. Okay, let's talk about performances. Which film had the better actors, acting ability, and overall performances? Oppenheimer's performances are very core and cold, and you can really tell that Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., and other A-list famous actors are putting their soul into this. And then there's Barbie. I think Margot Robbie does an incredible job as Barbie and really emulates everything Barbie should be about, and I do think all the other actors do too, but at the same time, I really do think they're just there to have fun. And I think this becomes especially apparent when you look at Ryan Gosling's performance. He does an amazing job as Ken, but he's clearly just messing around with the role and having so much fun. And honestly, I don't think you can compare Oppenheimer and Barbie's, performances together, because it's just not fair. Oppenheimer is a film that's made with such integrity and just overall importantness, whereas Barbie, it's more there to have a laugh in terms of its characters and overall everything, and that's why I'd give characters as well to Oppenheimer. So this is a point to Oppenheimer in my opinion. Visually and sound-wise, I think Oppenheimer and Barbie both look and sound incredible. Oppenheimer's visuals are the best I've ever seen this year, and Barbie's are spectacular, and the colours really pop and mix and curl. And sound-wise, Barbie is incredible, just like Oppenheimer, but I have to give this to Oppenheimer for the fact of, look, okay, just stop. Look at this, okay? Christian Bale detonated literal tons of dynamite to make what simulated a nuclear bomb. Yeah, it's insane. Also, I meant Christopher Nolan, not Christian Bale. But, you know, the visuals are incredible, they're immaculate, they're amazing, and one of the best things about Oppenheimer is sound design. The sound design in Oppenheimer is on complete and utter point. It's incredible. So let's talk about the message of both the films, because I think both Oppenheimer and Barbie have very important messages. Oppenheimer's message is about nuclear weapons and about, you know, nuclear disaster, and I think the very chilling thing at the end of the film that Einstein says, you know, that the world might have ended when Oppenheimer, you know, essentially detonated the first nuclear bomb, is chilling and cold, and the overall message of this is the devastation that nuclear weapons cause, and this is the, you know, overall devastation that it causes, not only to on a physical scale, but on a mental scale as well, of what Oppenheimer had to go through, all the questions and challenges that are now presented with us every day when it comes to nuclear weapons, and it is so incredibly important that people know about this message. However, Barbie's message is equally, if not more as important, as it's about a modern day issue, women's rights, and everything about the struggles or pains that women have to go through every single day, especially in some of our amazing Western society and countries. It's ridiculous, and it's a message that has to be told that, look, if you are a woman, you look beautiful no matter what you look like, no matter who you are, no matter, you know, it's about your character. It's not about how you look. It's not about if you want to be a Barbie or if you want to be a paramedic or if you want to be a vet. It's about you as a person, and that is an incredible story, not just to young women, but to young men, for, you know, women and men to look at women and girls and say, look, you don't have to be Barbie. Barbie can be anyone. That is just such a beautiful message, and that's why Barbie, for me, easily takes the message side of things. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. Now I'm going to talk about the bad things about both films. In my opinion, the worst thing about Oppenheimer is one scene in particular, and that's the chair scene. I'm not going to explain what the chair scene is. If you clicked on this video, you should know what the chair scene is. And the worst thing about Barbie is the pacing and overall direction of the film. For me, it easily goes to Oppenheimer here for points. One scene versus various scenes in Barbie that go on for way too long or don't make much stretch easily shows that Oppenheimer is the better overall film in that department of what it does wrong. If it's only got one scene bad, then you've got Barbie, who gets basic film shit wrong, like don't have a scene stretch for too long and don't, you know, do this or that, you know, it's obvious, and make sure your plot makes sense. It's obvious. So who am I giving the point to now? Who is the overall better film? Which film do I say is overall better? And in my opinion, it comes down to it like this. Oppenheimer is an incredible, surreal, and amazing experience. And that's why Oppenheimer wins. I'm so sorry, but I can't even understand why people try and compare these two films, if I'm honest. This is why this video is quite quick. Oppenheimer is arguably a masterpiece. Visually, sound-wise, this film looks incredible. It looks and sounds incredible. The characters are incredible, the performances are out of this world, the story is out of this world. Everything about Oppenheimer, I didn't cover music, but Oppenheimer even would have got it with music. It is incredible, it is immaculate, it is amazing. And that's not even me saying that Barbie's not a bad film. Barbie delivers the best message I've heard in a film for at least 3 years. It is an incredible, amazing, and beautiful message. It is a popular, pink, fun, funny film with amazing performances and an overall great cast of characters and actors, and I love it all the way. But when it comes to the better film of the year and the best film of this year, it goes to Oppenheimer. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought. Now that all these sort of filler videos are done, because these are videos I've needed to catch up on for a long time, not because people actually care, just because I like making them and I have a schedule that I have to follow. Now I will be going back to heavily gaming focused videos, so if you are a fan for that, welcome back to a gaming channel more, because that is what I will be covering. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.